Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B here again with our first video for Breaking Math. So this first subsection here is called Breakdown Addition, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Now I remember showing this to a 9-year-old one time, and I said, hey, said 9-year-old, what would you do if I gave you this question to do? And he said to me, I'd probably cry. Now, this is a 9-year-old who I know has good spoken math abilities, but like a lot of us, when we see big division or big fractions, we kind of freak out a bit, right? So let's just look at how we can undo that by breaking it down. It turns out that this 9-year-old ended up solving this question all by himself according to this following method, and here's what it is. I'm going to show you right now. So the first things first is just to take each line as it is. Now 1,234, I know that I can break that down to be 1,000 plus 200 plus 30 plus 4. I know that I can break down 789 to be, well, that's 0,000 plus 700 plus 80 plus 9. And there's a plus sign there because that's what it is. All I did is I stretched this out. Now, this is something that could be rather intuitive to us. We can think of money or the, four $1 bills and then three $10 bills and a couple hundreds. So very intuitive. A good thing to do is always think about money. Now, just like how we would add these ones together, we can add these together. The nice thing about this is that it's very easy to add zeros. So I know that 1,000 plus nothing is still 1,000. This whole column is reserved for the plus sign. Zeros are easy to add, and 2 plus 7 is 9. So the goal is to have easy things, right? And adding zeros is like the best because there's nothing to even think about. Zeros, 3 plus 8 is 11. This whole column is reserved for this sign again, and 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, so now we have this series of numbers here. I can put my equal sign there. This whole column is devoted to equal signs. And what I'm going to do now is simply collect them in baskets. There's one basket. I'm going to do it the long way. I'm sure you can probably see the answer already right from the very beginning. But the point of this is to show you a strategy that you can use for simple numbers, learn it with simple numbers, and then use it for insane numbers. And of course, this strategy we actually will layer into subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we learn the system now, and then we can go forward with it with harder things. So I've got this next basket, 1900 plus 110, so that'll be 2010. And notice how every time everything comes down exactly where it was. Someone's talking in the background. I hope it didn't pick up on the camera. 2010 plus 13 we can see is easily 2023. Now if we were to just check that out here, first of all, let's look at how arranged this is nice and aligned so nicely. Vertical here, everything that we don't deal with just simply comes down exactly where it was. The nice thing about this is that we don't ever lose things, right? So let's just check it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, using our good old method that we knew from before. 4 plus 9 is 13, carry, and that's going to be 12. Carry, that's going to be 10, carry. Now, I know that most of you out there know how to do this. And I know most of you out there have never tried this or seen this. All I can do is invite you to try this so that we can build upon this to more insane and insane kinds of questions. Because if we keep doing this, I can promise you, we can virtually eliminate the need for ever having to do long division. And trust me, I know people hate long division, so if that's you, stick with me on this series. We can make it work, okay? So anyway, at the very least, this is expanding your brain. Try it out, and I'll have some questions attached or links so you can practice.